What's good, everyone? I'm IAnthonyD. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see your beautiful faces. Today we are talking Texas Chain Saw Massacre, and there's some huge changes coming to TCM on June 11th, and we're going to be breaking that down. But before you do that, make sure to subscribe with notifications set to all so you don't miss out on future horror content here on the channel. Listen, TCM has had one thing that, like, from the very beginning, I think majority of people were not happy with, and that is the random perks in the skill tree. So for those of you who don't know, every once in a while in your skill tree while you're grinding it up, you'd run into a question mark, which was a random perk. And the thing is a lot of the popular builds that the community likes to run, you would have to use a random perk to get the perk that you need. So that would mean you'd have to respec your skill tree a lot until you get that random perk that actually fits what you're going with. And that's all gone today in this new community hub post that we're going to break down. So let's get into it and see what they had to say. Our team has been taking the time to look through every character's skill tree in the Texas Chain Saw Massacre to better the player experience. Random nodes have been a point of frustration of the community, and we have been listening to feedback in some of your favorite characters and the perks they have access to. We let our team cook, and we are happy to unveil one of the aspects of our skill tree reworks in our June 11th update. Firstly, we are removing random nodes entirely from every playable character skill tree. With the random node removals, a dedicated perk is replacing it. For example, the first random node to the right on Sissy's skill tree will be replaced with the perk activated. This way players can respec freely without worrying about needing to respec multiple times to get a perk that they want. When you load into the game for the first time after this update, all character skill trees will be reset, like a respec, and perk levels will remain the same. Players can then go through the new skill trees and explore to find a build that fits their playstyle. From both player feedback and our design team, we have given Sunny the perks No Sell, Fast Hands, and Extra Drip. We've seen a lot of feedback from the many of our Leland mains about wanting a health perk. We are happy to say that Leland now will have the perk Extra Drip. So to break that all down, we have the removal of random perks entirely. That's going to be replaced with different perks in those spots. We also have Sunny getting a massive buff. Finally, my dude, the GOAT himself, is getting some really big hitting perks like No Sell, Fast Hands, and Extra Drip. We also have Leland getting a buff here with Extra Drip. Now, Extra Drip is clearly not as strong as it used to be, but still a very good perk in my opinion. And then Sissy getting a victim perk for Slippery. I'm actually pretty cool with that, and I think Sissy just needs a couple more steps just to get her to be a little bit more strong when it comes to the other family members. But that's not all. The post continues to say, while this change will be a lot for the community to take in and get accustomed to, we know there may be more still to do on this front, and so on. The team is still head down working further on refining perks in game. In the near future, we have changes coming to how grandpa perks function and unlock in game. We also will be keeping an eye out for opportunities to shift perks around, rework perks, or replace perks entirely. We even have been considering introducing some new unique perks for certain characters when applicable and necessary. Grandpa perks getting a change. I wonder what that's going to be like. Maybe new unique character perks is happening. A lot of good things on the side of the whole metagame system, the skill trees and perks and stuff like that. I would like to see the ability to have different skill trees for different loadouts. I think that would make loadouts a little bit more useful, but a lot of good stuff here. This is a great step forward in solving the metagame issue, and it's going to be interesting to see, one, how this all works, two, what are the steps that they're going to take in the future to continue down this path. And if this shakes up the metagame at all, there are going to be certain builds that are not as useful anymore, that you can't even get anymore because of the random perks removed. But as always, I'd love to hear what you think down below. Let's talk about it in the comments. Make sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and notifications set to all. Until then, remember the rules to survive. Don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.
You gotta have a secret. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. These days, there are certain rules. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You gotta have a secret.
You can never have sex.
Everybody dies. Everybody dies. These days,
You never drink or do drugs.
everybody dies. Everybody dies. You gotta have a secret.